Jen and Shaz back, and today we are reacting to Amir Khan's body transformation called Fat to Fit.
Ooh,
Let's get right into it. Huh?
Oh my lord. That's how you let yourself go way too far.
No way.
जवानी में पहलवानी लड़ते हुए से लेके 42 साल का एक आदमी है जो 52 साल का
Obviously,
एक
this is
आदमी
for
तक
like
की
a
एक बड़ी
movie
सी
role.
जर्नी है। आमिर
Has
सर
to
ने
be,
पहले
yeah.
मुझसे पूछा था कि तुम अपना विजन बताओ कि तुम कैसे देख रहे हो महावीर सिंह को।
नितिश जी ने कहा कि हम लोग शुरू करते हैं आपका
That's
जो
it.
यंग पोर्शन है वहां
Yeah.
से शुरू करते हैं तो मैंने कहा नहीं
Oh,
सर
he's a
ऐसे नहीं
producer too.
Oh wow.
Very interesting. Because the last time we saw Amir Khan was in Camly, if you remember.
Camly, yes.
And he was the director, quote unquote, directing Katarina how to dance.
Yeah, in the scene. Yes,
yeah.
yes,
and
yes,
she,
yes.
Katarina was
करते
essentially
हैं,
putting
उल्टा
on a show
करते
for
हैं।
him.
पहले
I remember.
जो मोटापे का जो पार्ट है जो करीबन
Also, it had to be
80%
big
फिल्म जो
in
है
that
वो मोटापे में है
in that role.
तो पहले वो कर
But
लेते
that's too
अगर
big,
मैं
That's too
no?
big.
That's like he's wearing a
यंग
fat
पोर्शन
suit.
कर
Literally.
लूं और फिर मैं वजन बढ़ा के मैं ओल्ड का जो
That's
पोर्शन है
actually
वो करूं।
crazy.
तो जब फिल्म कंप्लीट होगी उस वक्त मैं मोटा रहूंगा और कोई वजह नहीं होगी मेरे लिए वजन कम करने की So putting on the weight was fun. I could eat and drink whatever I wanted and have a great time. I had a ball. I have to say I had a ball. But it was also most uncomfortable. You know? Even my wrestling training was affected because I was carrying so much weight that
Yeah, of
course.
course, yeah.
fast enough. You know,
Like
you're breathing.
looking at him actually makes me uncomfortable.
It makes me uncomfortable
Because all
too.
the food and
But
the
also-
sugar that he's consuming.
Not even
that's
just that, knowing he did this for a role.
for a role. And then he has to lose all this weight again. That's
Again.
what's hard. That's what's going to be hard about it.
I don't think I would ever do this for a role.
No
Because
way.
I myself have never been, for example, above 88 kilos.
big,
and
yeah.
at 88, I felt sluggish
You're
and
heaviest.
sluggish. This man looks like he's well above 30 to 40 kilos above where he should be.
Everything changes when you put on weight. Your whole body language changes. The way you walk, the way you sit, the way you try to stand up. Everything changes.
Wow.
जो उनका डेडिकेशन है आमिर सर का। एक टेम्पटेशन ये भी है आपका कि ठीक है आप मेरे को मोटा दिखना है तो मैं फिर बॉडी
Yeah, there you go.
There you go. See?
बॉडी सूट में मजा नहीं आएगा मतलब चलिए शर्ट के नीचे मैं मोटा लगूंगा लेकिन वो फील नहीं आएगा वो
Wait.
Oh.
Is he? So what? So he was wearing a fat suit
No, did you understand what he just said? He's so into his roles.
that he wouldn't want to wear a.
He wouldn't want to wear the body fat suit because it
Ah.
wouldn't legitimately come across in his acting.
That's very smart.
That's very smart.
That's actually very smart.
मजा नहीं आएगा मुझे एज एन एक्टर
I hope you never see me like
It wouldn't be fun as well. That's what he said.
That's like him taking the easy way out.
Yeah.
Pretty
Yeah, yeah,
much.
तो मोटापा खत्म लेकिन जब शुरुआत हुई थी तो मुझे लगा था मैं नहीं कर पाऊंगा क्योंकि मेरा वजन इतना ज़्यादा था 97 किलोज और 38% बॉडी फैट मुझे लगा कि ये
By the way,
मैंने पंगा ले
38% is
लिया। अब ये
massive.
होगा नहीं जब आप हिमालय की चोटी को देखते हो तो आपको लगता है कि आप कभी पहुंच ही नहीं पाओगे वो चीज़ बहुत दूर लगती है बहुत मुश्किल लगती है आप निराश हो जाते हो पहले दिन आप करते हो और आपको लगता है कि यार
crazy.
अभी तो शुरुआत ही है बहुत दूर जाना है
Oh, you can already see him lose a lot.
Yeah.
तो ये जो निराशा की थॉट्स आते थे मेरे मन में मैं उनको हटा देता था और मैं सोचता था कि जो भी है सिर्फ आप
His upper
इस
body,
दिन
it's
के
just
बारे में
his
सोचो।
gut.
Yeah.
जो
It's just
सफर
pretty
है
much his gut. You know?
उसके अंत
That's
के
what
बारे में
happens when
मत
you
सोचो।
consume too much too fast, and it's called the visceral fat. That's the worst.
कैसे पहुंचूंगा one day at a time one step at a time
डॉक्टर निखिल धुरंधर साहब अमेरिका
This is
में
right,
उनके
100%.
डाइटिशियन थे
you
उनके
go.
साथ हम लोग ने एक कस्टमाइज्ड डाइट प्लान कैलोरिक डेफिसिट डाइट प्लान 1800 कैलोरी से लेके 2500 कैलोरी तक
Yeah,
it
that's,
used to
that's
oscillate.
standard.
डाइट इज नंबर वन इन चेंजिंग योर बॉडी आप कितनी भी कसरत कर ले अगर आपका डाइट सही नहीं है तो आपको रिजल्ट नहीं मिलेगा
That's
कभी
Yeah,
कभी वो
it's very
बहुत थक
true.
जाते थे और बोलते थे मेरे से सेट नहीं जाएगा या मेरे से नहीं होगा आई एम वेरी टायर्ड सो मैं करता था कि ठीक है सर हम वेट कम कर देंगे पर हम एक्सरसाइज कैरी करेंगे बट मैं उस वेट को कम नहीं करता था सो उस चीज़ की वजह से उन्होंने जब मार के ये सेट खत्म किया तो मैंने उनको बता दिया कि ये सेट आपने कभी नहीं किया था दिस वाज द फर्स्ट टाइम
That's what I did to you.
और फिर धीरे 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 देखते ही देखते
Oh
आपकी
wow,
बॉडी जो है
massive difference. You can
transform
really
होने
tell
लगती
from his face. Wow.
Whoa. Whoa.
That's crazy.
so around 6:30 7
4 months, after 4 months.
18 point something
Wow.
Okay. So far, he's natty. This is a
Yeah, I was
natural
gonna say
transformation.
natural transformation.
Everything we're seeing so far, it's all natty, it's all achievable. And I've even got clients to do that in the past. So far, amazing work. 5 months later.
Wow. It's like a completely different person, babe.
Wow.
What the nun?
He looks like a Hrithik there.
I swear, the back of
Yeah, the back of his head. Wow.
That's crazy.
I mean, he's putting in the work, putting in the hours, putting in all the hard yakka. Wow. That's him on a pump, so it wouldn't look natty to a normal person. That's him on a pump.
the nun.
Oh, that's what I do. I love this exercise. Beast.
Obviously, it's not the same trainers that train.
No, that is the same. Oh no, not the
Not
same
the
trainers
same
that trained
trainers.
with Hrithik. Completely different.
एक सुपरस्टार अगर इतने पैशन के साथ इन्वॉल्व होकर आपकी फिल्म में काम कर रहा है तो उससे बेहतरीन बात आपके लिए कुछ और हो नहीं सकती है.
What the? But how long is this after though? How many months?
I don't know, didn't say.
I think 9%.
Maybe 7 months.
6, 7.
7 months in.
Yes.
Mm.
0.6. I need it.
You hit the target. It's
9.6. Photo ले लो यार.
Wow.
Ah.
Wow. Wow.
That's crazy.
That is insane. Here's what I'm gonna immediately say. Not to discredit Amir Khan, but from month four, everything in between was natural. From month 5, so the second we started seeing the gym videos,
Yeah.
as a health professional, I've been in the industry for well over 10 years. I don't think that's natural. Not to discredit him, I don't think it's natural for month 4. Everything in between before that, which I don't even know why he jumped on it, because he had already done all the work. It was
Yeah.
done.
Yeah.
All he had to do was put on the muscle, which I'm assuming,
Maybe it
was
a
for
bit
another
hard.
role.
Yeah.
and obviously the hardest part of any transformation is packing on muscle, which over here it looks like he had some assistance with that. The only possible way that transformation between month 4 and 6 was natural is if before he got fat, he was already significantly muscular.
Yeah.
So before he got fat, if it was already muscular, then muscle memory between month 4 and 6 will come back
come
and
back,
he'll gain literally almost all of his muscle back.
Yeah.
However, if he wasn't that fit before, it is literally impossible to gain that much
muscle.
that amount of
with
muscle
that
without a lot of assistance. And him being an actor, having to switch from role to role to role, honestly, it's just, to me, it's just, 100%.
Like,
is-
how can someone's body just go from being really fat to having so much muscle, and then for another role, perhaps you have to be really big, from going to too much muscle to putting back so much weight again.
Well, in fact, for him, it was fit to fat, from fat, to fit.
Yeah, it's the name. But honestly, I'm really loving these transformation videos.
Yeah, same.
It's actually like
Amazing.
so motivating.
It's
and,
motivating and amazing. I will
like,
say
it's
though.
crazy. Like, no excuses. Pretty much. No
Yes.
excuses.
Look, doesn't matter what he took from month 4 onwards. You gotta understand, but prior to that, he would have got nowhere without his own self
That's
motivation.
Right. That's right.
His trainers could have motivated him as much as they wanted, but if he didn't take the action and the steps to enter the gym and flick the switch to say, you know what, no, I'm gonna be fit again,
That's exactly right.
then doesn't matter what you take and how much of it you take, you will never get to the level that he was at.
100%.
Now, let's compare the workout body transformation videos from Hrithik and
Amir.
My opinion, Hrithik's was more motivational. So it
Yeah.
wasn't just, here's the transformation talking. The storytelling behind
There
it
was
was
story,
very
yeah.
poetic.
Yeah, I agree.
What would you say your main differences were between the both? Or do you just enjoy both of them?
I enjoyed both of them, but when it comes to motivation-wise, I would obviously lean more towards
Hrithik's one.
Hrithik's one.
Look, I'm not going to categorize either as being more impressive, Because look, honestly,
They're
just taking this step to enter the gym
enter, yeah,
is impressive
says
in
a
and of
lot.
itself.
100%.
You got to understand as well, everyone has their own journey, everyone starts somewhere. So categorizing and saying, oh, Amiz was more impressive is doing a disjustice to the other person.
100%.
You can't compare.
You can't compare.
Comparison is the thief of joy. That's what I like to say as well.
Very good saying.
I'd like to
Yeah.
see the movie this came from.
Yeah.
Because I'd like to see the role he played for this movie and how much of an effect him actually getting this big had on his acting.
Yeah.
All in all, ladies and
His
gentlemen,
acting and his self-esteem.
yeah, obviously you can see from when he was that big, he wasn't happy.
He wasn't happy.
He was happy when it came to eating. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you can please recommend or suggest us more body
please.
transformation workout videos, we would love to see them and critique them. Because as we mentioned, we are in the health and fitness industry, so we are experts, if you can say. Please like,
Comment.
subscribe.
And we would like to thank these beautiful people for suggesting today's video. Thank you.
Beautiful what?
Beautiful people.
Beautiful people.
Beautiful people.
All of you beautiful people.